Yeah, I'm from the middle finger, I'm from the east side. Yeah, shit. Bitch still on me. Brick City. Yeah, Licks. All that shit. Sticks. All this shit.
Yes, people, welcome back to another stream. 5 in a row losses. Who would have thought, eh?
That's
But
such a good
listen, this
intro.
is your not Manchester United, but Ipswich versus Manchester United, and I'm joined with Joe. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm very good. Thank you, Orest. Thank you for having me on. And also, world class intro, mate. Such a good intro.
Listen,
Also,
mate,
we've got to stay
Pep can
humble.
hold that, mate. Gone.
We got to stay humble.
Oh yeah, yeah, indeed. But before we touch on tomorrow, the big one, obviously. Let's have a recap because Ipswich, I will start with Ipswich first. How's your season been with Kieran McKenna? Because when I've seen you guys, it's not that bad, but like maybe we do expect a bit more. I'm not saying you guys should be winning every game, but maybe just a bit more from you guys. But what do you think your season's been?
To be honest, it's always going to be a challenge, especially when you always go back to back promotions. And that's what people need to realise. Like, we've not been in the Championship for ages like we used to be. We was in League One. When McKenna took over from us, we was in League One. And now he's done back to back. We've still got those players when we was in League One. So you kind of do expect that sort of where we are. But if you told me we're going to beat Spurs at Spurs, I would be in dreamland, and I was in dreamland.
Oh mate, listen, Spurs, they're just a weird team, and they'll lose to Ipswich and then beat City like 4-0. Like, what the? I said to Harry yesterday on the channel, I was like to him, you can beat the hard team, but when it comes to not easy, but when it comes to the teams where you're expected to win, they just don't do it. So yeah, I mean, my thoughts. Listen, I'm not saying that Ipswich should be winning every game, but Kieran McKenna, I rate him highly. I think he's a very good manager. I do think tactically as well. Obviously, I've seen the videos last season, this dressing room, McKenna, and all the chants that the players sing. So, yeah, I do. Obviously, he was at United. He was Ollie's assistant. So, yeah, it's actually like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's like weird seeing him against United tomorrow. But I reckon it'll be a good one. But yeah, but talking about United, I mean, Ten Hag got sacked. What was it? I think it's almost 2 weeks, 3 weeks. What's your thoughts on that? Do you think it was very good?
It was coming, weren't it? Let's be honest here. We all knew it was coming. I think if you had to sack him, it was the right time to sack him. Especially that you had the Leicester game, and obviously you got the international break. Amorim comes in. You got Arsenal tomorrow. Then you got Everton. So that for me is probably the best time to sack him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would have liked Ten Hag, but it would be interesting how Amorim does. Should we say?
All I'm saying, if we still had Ten Hag for tomorrow, mate, I'd be so nervous for tomorrow, especially after the international break. There's always one team that has like a shocking result. That's what I think, anyways. After the international break, in the Premier League, there's always one team that could have been seen tonight. But yeah, no. Listen, moving on from Ten Hag now. Amorim is here. For me personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. He was my second choice. Obviously, after when we sat Ten Hag, my first one was Nagelsmann, but I know he's at Germany. But for me, Nagelsmann was always my top priority. Then second was Amorim, but I can't lie. I'm actually happy because I've seen this press conference yesterday, and no, I'm not gonna get gassed or excited, but I just like the way he speaks in the media. It's not no more It's not Ten Hag that says or the stutters. He doesn't stutter. Amorim, the media. Listen, we know the UK media very well. When Amorim does not do good, they will go for him. And I think Amorim is that guy. He gives me hope Mourinho vibes, but not to the extent. But he just gives me that vibes, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
But
and when you say with Ten Hag, like, how many times did he always say we stick to the plan? Like, if we lose like 3-0 to Spurs, we stick to the plan. I'm like, but what was your plan? You know, was your plan to lose 3-0 to Spurs? Was that the plan? But like you say with Amorim, he does seem nice and composed, which you sort of want because with the English media, they'll come at you really quick. So it's always one of those. It's like, is he gonna like be shaky, a bit nervous? But yeah, like you say, he was quite composed in that media.
yeah, no, he was. He was. But for me, my favorite quote of the day yesterday was, right. He said that he's seen United play, right, and we need to be better on the ball, and that's what I've always said in here. United are so poor when we have the ball. Right? It's hoofball. We don't keep the ball well, so that's my favorite quote. We need to keep the ball, and we need to know when to press and not when to press. So, listen, both those things, keeping the ball and press, that's some major issues right now at United. Well, when we had Ten Hag, so. Yeah, and always with Ten Hag, we just no. Yes, he won us trophies, but in the Premier League, what did he actually do in the Premier League, where you play every weekend? So, no, listen, I thank Ten Hag for the trophies, but for me, the style of football, and he said he will not play the Ajax way. Amorim said yesterday he will play his way, his way that he's been playing with Sporting. So there's obviously from day one major differences already. So I'm looking forward to it. But let's talk about tomorrow. Full fight. I mean. What's your thoughts? Are you nervous? Are you confident? You think you're going to beat us?
It's a bit of both, really. I'm in mixed sort of camp because it's one of those games, obviously, like you say, it's Amorim's debut. Players want to impress, sort of thing. But then it's also, they've got to learn Amorim's style of play. So it will be interesting how they... Like, the only one I can think of the top of my head who will know is Ugarte. Obviously, he was with him at Sporting. But all the other players will have to adapt. If it was at Old Trafford, I would say you would have walked through that. You would have walked through us. Because it's at Old Trafford and things like that. But when it's at Portman Road, it's just a different kettle of fish, mate.
Yeah, no, 100%, 100%. But my thoughts for tomorrow, I wouldn't say I'm 100% confident because, listen, at the end of the day, it's two teams of about 20 or so players. So the focus is on us, really. We shouldn't be thinking about other teams dropping points or, but for me, I think we will win, but it's going to be tight. I've seen United fans saying 3-4. No, we're not winning 3 or 4-0. I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet, but yeah, I do expect United to play with the new formation, which is the back three and the wing back. So that should be interesting to see how it works tomorrow. But yeah, like you said, Ugarte, he knows him very well. He's worked with him before. I think Ugarte will start tomorrow as well. But for me, again, I think for the first time in my life, I honestly don't know what the lineup is going to be tomorrow. I think some players that I know will start, but the full lineup, I'm not sure what Amorim's going to do because I saw a quote, it was today, that he said that he likes Mount a lot, and my thoughts on Mount. He's absolutely rubbish. He's awful. He's got no legs. He's awful.
Mate, you spend what, 65 million on him?
He's absolutely horrible. He does. You know what? I give him credit. He makes the TikTok videos and the nice algorithms for United. But apart from that, I don't know what he does for us. But
yeah, he's a social media guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But any key players that us United fans have to watch out from your side?
I mean, the guy in your photo, Liam Delap, got to be one of them. Leif Davis as well. It'll be interesting how he copes because it depends what Amorim does. Does he go for an actual wing back as a like a Dalot or Mazawawi, or does he put someone like Garnacho or Dalot? It'll be interesting how that sort of goes, and that's like you say, you don't know how you're going to run. Like, you know what I mean? So it will be interesting on that. Jacob Greaves is meant to be fit, but for me, again, I just love Axel Twanzebe, man. Ex-United as well.
Yeah. He should play, right? Because he's a permanent move, so yeah, he should be able to.
Yeah,
play.
He should be playing. I think he released him.
Yeah. I remember the old days, Twanzebe. I think Sheffield United. I remember that performance they had, but there was always one performance against Mbappe though in the Champions
Yeah,
League.
I was to say that's what I'm thinking of. The one in PSG, the night in Paris.
Yeah, but yeah, that's fair enough then. But from looking at United, are you worried about any United players that can hurt you? Maybe I don't know. Maybe Amad Diallo. That's it. Or
Yeah, it'll probably be Diallo if I'm honest. Like
Mm.
it's like you say. I mean, or maybe Bruno as well. I think
yeah,
Bruno will be another one. I think he would thrive under Amorim. Um,
yeah.
but the most bizarre, not bizarre, I would say, but like the surprising one is if Johnny Evans does play. Like a couple years ago, United played Braga and Johnny Evans scored, and Amorim was playing in that game as well. It's
Right.
just mental.
Johnny Evans should not be here. He
I
should
feel
be
like
here.
you play him though. I feel like you start him in the back three because
You know what?
I don't think you risk Euro.
Euro,
Just,
we wouldn't risk him. No.
no, not against us. No offense to us, but yeah.
It could. The thing is, he could. Could go Luke Shaw as the left centre back, then play Delip Martinez and maybe Malacia left wing back. But I don't know. I think that's the best option. If Amrim doesn't want to risk a Euro, just do Luke Shaw, Delip Martinez, then have Malacia as the left wing back, and I'll actually start Mazraoui as the right wing back because I think that lot is. I think he's played too many games. I think it's fatigue for me. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, the only break he has is in the Euros, didn't he? So
exactly. In the midfield again could be Ugarte, Mainu, Ugarte, Casemiro. I don't know. I really don't know what the midfield will be. And then the front three, obviously, well, not front three, but yeah, he saw his sporting way is the two wingers are like two cams. Like when I watch it
that's how
sporting,
McKenna does it
they're
as well. Yeah,
not actually wingers, like the two. So yeah, I'm a big up to V's on sport. I'll be doing well, but yeah, two it could be Diallo on the right and then on the left, possibly Bruno. But again, I don't know what he's gonna do. I really don't know.
you could even do maybe like Ugarte and Bruno in the middle, and then you put Mount in there because he loves Mason Mount, doesn't he?
Could do that. Could do that. The thing is, I think Casemiro is not. I don't think he's right for the system, because he likes midfield to be very energized, and Casemiro is not recognized to have a lot of energy. But I might be wrong. But yeah, he likes an 8. He likes a 6 with energy, and he likes an 8 with energy as well. So yeah, it could be Ugarte, Bruno. The thing is, Bruno in Portugal, he played as a number 8 as well before he done this. I think it was for Sporting. He played, Sporting played number 8. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens tomorrow. But what's your line for Ipswich for tomorrow?
It's for McKenna. It's stick or twist really because when we was at Spurs, we went in a back 5, sort of a back 3 sort of theme. But normally he does go like a 4-2-3-1. So it'd be interesting what we do. Do we stick with the same sort of team against Spurs, or do we go back to our 4-2-3-1? For me, I would stick with the same people what we did against Spurs, and for me, it would probably be Muric in goal. Back 3 would be Twanzebe, Dar O'Shea, Cameron Burgess. I know Greaves is back, but again, like he's been out for a while, and I don't really want to put him straight in, considering we've got a good win against Spurs, and Burgess has done well, so it'll be a bit unfair on Burgess. The 2 wing backs, Ben Johnson, when he played against West Ham, I'm not gonna lie, I was just like, you thought he would be up for it against his former club and things like that, but against Spurs, he was amazing. Him and Twanzebe link up play, that was really good. Left wing back was Davis. And then the 2 midfield was Kajust. He's a Swedish midfielder from Napoli we got on loan. He was actually going to go to Brentford but failed a medical. Sorry, Mr. B. Love you. Also, Sam Morsey. Like, he's been there since League One. Same with Leif Davis. And then 2 in, basically like Amorim, the 2 10s, it'll probably be Schmodix and Amari Hutchinson. In that
I never played that. Mr. B thought he was going to sign Schmodix.
And then up front, Liam Delap. So,
the thing is, I just have a feeling he's going to score, because obviously my head City player, ex-City player. Like he's just he would want to score against us, but that's a strong lineup to be honest.
If you play Evans, I think Delap would bully Evans.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Like Delap for me is one of those. He's so physical and he is that mechanical style of striker that he likes. And Delap just keeps running, just bullies people. Like I remember, I was there at the Spurs Ipswich game, and he was bullying Romero every time.
Yeah, no, that was a fantastic win against Spurs for me. That was like wow, that was a very very good win. The thing is, it shocked some people because no one expected Ipswich to win. But the thing is, right, I think you was there, but from the Premier League predictions at the beginning, I actually predict Ipswich to stay up, and I do think as of right now, you guys will stay up. But yeah, for me, I think you guys have enough to stay up. But maybe in January, you guys could sign a few more players. I don't know about transfer activities wise for January, but yeah.
I know this might be a stretch, but if we could get someone like Evan Ferguson from Brighton on loan, I think that would complement. Oh, it's Joe. Thought you had.
No, listen, the thing is, if I brought Chanel Kid, I have to make my stream 18 plus. So yeah,
yeah, there'll be loads of bleeping as well.
Yeah.
No, but if it was like I say, if I know it's a stretch to sign someone like Evan Ferguson, but he's that sort of young player.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a young sort of McKenna sort of striker, like the Delap. Because Hurst is injured now. Yes, we've got Ali Al-Hamidi, but if we might want to loan him in January, then we need to go for a striker. Otherwise, with Delap injured, if Delap could be injured, it could be Kearns, or we could put Schmodox in them up front. But
yeah,
it's one of those really.
Fair enough. Yeah. But big up to Mr. B. Hope you're doing well, man. Your game was boring today against Everton, so bloody hell.
I mean, if you're Brentford, you can't take it though when you're down to 10 men away to Goodison.
True.
First point away.
Come on, the tractor boys. Yeah. The thing is, what's funny, right? I was watching Expressions. He's like, "Oh, until we lost to Ipswich, I never knew they were called the tractor boys." I was laughing. I was absolutely laughing. But yeah, but now it's gonna be a good game. What's the key area for you for tomorrow? Is it the midfield battle that you have to win? Like, what area is it for you guys to win? What's the key weaknesses? I know you said Johnny Evans, but is it the midfield that you have to beat us? Is it?
I would say midfield as well, especially with someone like a Sam Morsey. Like he's like a pit bull sort of thing, and I like Kudus. Kudus is like a playmaker sort of person. You know, I mean, I've heard Calvin Phillips is being assessed. But even that, I think the midfield battle would be interesting to, see who wins and who loses that game. And even fullbacks, like wing-backs sort of thing. Like, it depends if McKenna is going to stick with the wing-backs, because obviously we know Amorim will. And McKenna would want a point to prove against your former club, your club, you know what I mean? So he did it against Spurs last week, or 2 weeks ago. Can he do the same against United?
We will see. Miss B says, "Come on, the tractor boys," and yeah, yeah. Okay, fair enough. Score predictions.
Oh, see, I don't get why people literally. I get why they were sort of written us off, but you just got to think it's Almiron's first game, and he's not going to get the game rolling like that. See, I think I might put on your prediction 2-1 to United.
Yeah.
Because I won the 3 points. Because I need to catch up. Yeah, no, I need to catch up. I had the points last week or the other week because I was late, but I need the points. But you know what? Because it's the preview, I'm going to go 1-0.
Really? Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to stick to I'm going to say 2-1 United. Like I said, it's not going to be easy. United fans, stop being too excited because this is Almiron's first game in the Premier League, right? He's just coming back. He's arrived from Portugal. He just came from Portugal to the Premier League. So we have to just relax ourselves now. So Ipswich away, 4:30 kickoff. So I reckon, you know what? I reckon you guys score first, then we make it 2-1. So yeah, I think we make it 2-1. But the thing is, right, if you guys score 5 minutes into the game, this is the thing I want to see, the difference between our heads dropped. Because under Ten Hag, it was just chaos. But if it's under Amorim and you guys score in under 5 minutes, then bloody hell. What's the reaction from the squad? Has it been changed? Because for me, right, I don't want my club to be a sacking club where we sack managers every 6 months, but some of these players are just not good enough. But Amorim will give them a chance. He did say yesterday he's gonna, see which players are good, which players are bad. But for me, that's like one example is Rashford. He should not be here. But I think with Rashford, he's gonna test him as a striker. I think there won't be normal left wing or right wing for Rashford. I think there's gonna be a striker. But if that is true, what's the questions like with Zirkzee or Hoyland? So yeah, but no. Yes, 2-1 United. I think Delap scores. I think it's gonna be a corner. Delap scores a header, and then Bruno to score 1-1. And I'm gonna say, second goal. I'm gonna say Ahmad. Bruno and Ahmad to score. Yeah, Bruno and Ahmad.
Okay.
But it's gonna be a good game. I think there's gonna be a few decisions, out of nowhere from the referee. Listen, it's normal. It is normal now in the Premier League. So yeah. But
we've got Anthony Taylor as our ref, so it's going to be great fun.
Yeah, someone's getting red card, surely. But yeah, as long as David Coote is not around there, that's fine.
Yeah, no, literally, I don't blame you on that one.
But yeah, expectations for Ipswich then for this season. I know staying up is probably the best, but do you have like a position wise in your mind about Ipswich?
See, I've said 17th. I've always said 17th for Ipswich. It's because it's one of those. It's like you don't want to be disheartened and be like, oh, relegated and things like that. You want to give yourself some support, some belief. When we got promoted from League One 2 seasons ago to the Championship, I was happy with 11th or 12th because I was happy that we was in the Championship, back to the Championship where I felt like we would belong. And then when we got promoted, I was just like, well, this is my first time I'm ever going to see my club in the Premier League. So to witness all that was just truly special. And there were so many games I went to last season. My favourite one was probably Ipswich, Southampton with Jeremy Sarmiento's last minute goal. I was there, just amazing. So who knows what's going to happen. But like I say, January will be massive as well. I think in terms of Ipswich, with the star power we've got, like with the Ed Sheeran factor and the owners, I think that sort of can help us in a way in terms of other clubs like the Leicesters, Southamptons. Wolves, I think, could be okay, but it depends what the owner does in terms of that, obviously, netto money and things like that. Palace, I worry about more now. I do worry about Palace because they've not replaced that Elise money. Well, they have with Sarr, but I still don't think they've replaced him, really.
Yeah, no, I agree. Palace, listen, they could be on their way to be second manager as well, Oliver Glasner. So, yeah, but they'll probably give him a few more games. But talking about second managers, West Ham, Lopetegui, if he's still here in another 3 weeks, then West Ham, I'm actually bought in it. But yeah, Mr. B says Amorim not proven the Prem could slip up, and Mr. B says Desmond 2-2. You know what? Amorim needs to win. If he can draw, that's not a good start for him. But I think a win.
If it was a draw, would you be happy?
No, I don't think I would. I would be happy. Amorim would be happy. I think. For me, it's just it would be nice to go on the win, and then obviously we play Bodo Glimt at home, get the fans rocking a bit, and then Everton at home as well afterwards. So I really do think we need to win because if we win tomorrow, we climb up to I think it's 8th from 9th. So we do climb up somewhere.
Yeah, at least you're going up, not down.
At least people don't have to press accept cookies to see us anymore if we do win tomorrow. But yeah,
I think if we win, I think we go like 16th.
But no, yeah, for me, yeah, for Ipswich expectation, I think 17th, 16th, around there.
Agreed.
Definitely around there. But yeah, two more things I want to do. I do want to talk about is, well, one of them, McKenna, future. Obviously, he did sign a contract in the summer because there are a lot of links with Brighton and other clubs. But how long do you think he will still be here with you guys? I know this season he's still here, but next season, afterwards, I don't want you to be looking ahead, but do you still he'll be with guys?
I think with McKenna, I think he's always like when with Brighton. The thing is, when Chelsea and United came in, that's when I was worried. With Brighton, I wasn't that much worried because I thought to myself, if you go to Brighton, it's a different transfer strategy to what they do, in terms of recruitments and things and like that. Like they find people across Europe. McKenna doesn't do that. So, and also when he's got that sort of trust with the board, the backing of the board, and if he says, "Look, I need 12 players," here you go. Here's the 12 players. He's getting that back. Like if he wasn't getting back, we wouldn't be spending. I think it was like 100 mil in the summer. Obviously, I know Fulham did that. They got relegated a couple of years ago, but with McKenna and some of the other players as well, I still think Leif Davis is so good as a left back. I think I would love to see him played for England over Lewis Hall, for me personally. But at the end of the day, you could say that. But then if he gets injured for England, he probably might not make it to this game. So I'm quite blessed on that. But there is some other players, I think, even like Delap's being linked with Chelsea. And, it's bizarre that Chelsea are going to go for Man City's youth academy now, considering Cobham still is one of the best academies out there, but we're going for Man City's academies now.
Yeah, just keep stealing them, please, because look like the results, they're not going their way. But yeah, okay, fair enough. Fingers when McKenna. Listen, for me, he's already showed loyalty. You know why? Because United, I know United definitely wanted him. Chelsea as well. Brighton made contact. I think Ornstein said it as well. So let's see if he can keep staying low. But I mean, like I've already said in general, I think loyalty has killed a bit. But with McKenna, I just don't think he's that guy to leave you guys like that. But it depends who comes calling in. Because if it's Brighton and he goes to Brighton, obviously, listen, you guys should hate him forever. But if it's, I don't know, well, not City, but maybe United if Amorim's not here. But I don't know, Chelsea could be in the next 3 years calling for him. But I'm just saying, maybe it's the differentiation for the clubs. If it's a top club, less hate. But if it's like a Palace or someone else, then yeah, I do.
West Ham.
West Ham, yeah. For me, with West Ham, I knew straight away as soon as they got Lopetegui, that was the wrong appointment. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see how the game is tomorrow. Right, I always do this when it comes to previews, but who is scoring first tomorrow or Friday?
I'm going to go United to score first. And I'm going to go Bruno Pen.
Fair enough. And any shocks? Any shocks you expect tomorrow night? Could be anything. Could be the referee thing not working. We have to replace the batteries, or any shockers happening tomorrow. Let me try.
I was going to say maybe a bad injury, but is that a shock or like?
Yeah, I mean football, really.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go. Probably, it's pretty guaranteed going to be Anthony Taylor disaster class. Probably, you know what I mean. Like it's not really a shock, but
you know what? Something tells me that McKenna is going to get sent down to the touchline. I think he's going to get sent off for McKenna. I know he rarely does. It was rarely to happen for McKenna, but I think he's so angry that Andy Taylor's going to send him off.
Like when that game we played against Leicester was when he went over to the ref. That was for me the first time I've ever seen McKenna be that sort of angry and approach a ref like that, because we did have a Stonewall penalty denied. And it was a Stonewall penalty. So it's just one of those really. And also, your whole last season, I remember when we conceded straight away or something, he was literally like bashing sort of like the whole sort of glass bit. I remember that as well.
Yeah.
But no, I wouldn't be surprised because you got to think if you're McKenna, you're at home and you're against your team who like Man U, you want to get that upper, you want to get that status and be like, look at me, I'm going to bump my value up now. So like, I do agree sort of thing. It wouldn't surprise me if McKenna was like that.
Fair enough, yeah. But yeah, have I missed any comments? No, I don't think I have. But tomorrow, let's see what happens. Amorim, let's see the lineup. Will Euro start? The thing is, usually there'll be transfer pages, United pages sending out the squad, but I've not seen the travelling squad, so maybe Amorim has told the leakers to be quiet, but I don't know who's travelled, but maybe we'll find out tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. But yeah, no, I haven't seen no training pictures today. I think we were meant to train today or yesterday, but fair enough. But
what is your predicted lineup?
Yeah, my predicted lineup. I can go obviously on Nana. Back three. I wouldn't have thought Evans. It would be Shaw, Martinez, Delete. I was about to say Maguire, but no. Yeah, Martinez. Yeah, and then the fullbacks will be this is how I want Amorim to be. Malacia on the left wing back, right wing Mazraoui, because he did say, I forgot to tell you, but did say for the first few games he's going to play fullbacks as the wing backs.
Oh
for
wow!
The few games, and then he'll play afterwards. He'll play the wingers at fullback. So yeah, he said because apparently he said it's hard for the wingers to be defenders for the first few games. So that's fair enough.
I sort of get that, but then you look at Chelsea a couple of years ago when we lost 3-0 to Arsenal at like half time. He switched it and put Marcus Alonso as a left wing back, and then Victor Moses as a right wing back. And yeah,
when you went on to win the league.
Yeah, last time we done that. But it was the last time.
Yeah, it was. Listen, should I say Amorim can do that now? Win the league.
For 13th to the top, imagine.
Yeah. In the midfield, for me, oh my God. It's hard now because obviously the new formation, but two midfielders, I'll definitely start Ugarte. Definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, you know what? Ugarte and then Bruno, and then the front three will be Ahmad on the right cam-ish. Left cam, I want Mount. I do want Mount to start because he's been training good. Then striker, I think it will be Marcus Rashford. I think Xerxes and Hoyler will both be on the bench on tomorrow. Yeah, I really do think Rashford will play as a striker because there are a lot of not sporting fans, but a lot of people that know Amorim well. I've been seeing quotes that he backs fast strikers, and I don't think Hoyland is quick, but what does Hoyland offer other than just sprinting and pressing? Like Hoyland needs to improve. I really hope Amorim can do. I know we said that about Van Nistelrooy, but he was only here for a few games. But with Amorim, what he's done to Gyökeres, wow. This guy needs to come to us this summer, right? Come to us. I'll go to Chelsea. Come to us. You guys don't even need Gyökeres. What he's doing? You got Jackson already. He's got a good goal today, by the way. What goal?
Yeah, I heard it was a good
goal, but horrible defending. Weak phase. Oh yeah.
Would you take Gyökeres?
Would you take weak phase at Ipswich?
What's that?
Would you take weak phase at Ipswich?
If he had Gyökeres, Cameron Burgess would have had him in his back pocket.
Yeah, that would be my lineup. I know a few people will be interested in, obviously I'm Mount, but yeah, I think Mount might start. But yeah, Amad Diallo should start. That's 100%. For me, the 4 or 5 starters are obviously Onana, Bruno definitely, Ugarte, Delite, Martinez, and obviously the fullbacks. But yeah, It should be interesting. I just need to see. For me, the first thing is the squad traveling. I need to see who's travelled, who hasn't, and if Malacia hasn't travelled, then that's going to be an interesting one because that means Evans will probably start, or we could rush Euro, which you shouldn't do. You should not do that. Yeah, because we done that in pre-season where he was injured, and then Ten Hag decided to play him the next pre-season game, and then he got injured again. So yeah, shouldn't be doing that. Honeygon says, "Big up, lads! Absolute legends. Good luck to the both. Well, don't give luck to Joe. Give luck to us. Not joking, but yeah, like I said, it's gonna be an interesting game.
It is just one of those, though. Really, like you say, it's just been an interesting game. So
yeah,
it will be.
But listen, I've catched up with everything. I don't think I have any last points. I don't know if you have anything else you want to discuss, Joe, or any questions.
So, could you see like Amorim go? Could he go to a back four, or do you think he's going to straight away back three?
No, yeah, back three for me. Yeah,
back three.
Yeah, I think he'll stick to his style. He's not. Yeah, back three, definitely back three.
Yeah.
But like I said, is the three centre backs that are important. The little Martinez are starting, but it's just who is in that three.
Is it Shaw? Is it Evans?
Could be Shaw, Evans. Both of them should have been here as well. So,
God, can you imagine if we did a tier list of United, like who stays, who goes?
That video will be 5 minutes.
I'll go into your shorts on Instagram.
Oh my god! Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly.
That's how quick it'll be.
Very quick. But let's see tomorrow. I'm hoping. Good luck to you guys. Good luck to you, Joe. All the best for tomorrow. Kerma can decide. Listen, was it banter away? But yeah, I'm hoping for the best for both of us. But for me, my standards are win. I don't like drawing. I don't like losing. I'm angry. Like when it's a draw, when United have drawn the match, I'm angry. It's like a loss to me. So yeah. But let's just see what happens tomorrow. Amorim debut.
Big pressure on United, to be fair. Big pressure on United.
And for me, last bit, one thing I want to see: how do we protect the ball? How do we keep it? When we're playing out from the back, what are we doing? Because Amorim, you can walk, but you have to walk the walk as well.
Yeah, it'll also be interesting. Like with your back three, will one of them go forward? Because this is what I said to Kyle's preview as well, and I was like, will one of them go forward? And I think he said maybe someone like Lit will push forward. As in, be that sort of converted midfielder. But I was like,
I think Lissandro.
Yeah, I was thinking Martinez because dare I mention his name, Ten Hag. When he played with Ten Hag, Martinez can play in that DM role.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be Martinez. Logically, would go forward.
Yeah, definitely Lissandro. Yeah, because he's played that at Ajax before, so could do that job. But that's one thing if Amorim decides to play with one of them pushing up as an inverted. So yeah, there's so many things for me to watch Amorim's side tomorrow. But yeah,
how do we be buzzing, my friend? Paul Monroe will be loud and proud.
How are we pressing? Are you going to the game?
I wanted to. I'm not gonna lie. I was tempted.
That's my story. Maybe you'll see Ipswich being Tottenham again. Don't worry.
Absolutely.
But nah, it should be a good one. But yeah, that's everything discussed. Joe, big up for joining as always. Good to speak to you. You want to shout out your socials where people can find you?
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, subscribe to one of my socials, Instagram, Joe Tier on there. Oris will probably tag me and things like that or whatnot. Add me a friend, things like that, or follow, message me, always up for requests. And yeah, my YouTube channel, Joe Tier on there as well. I have got some videos from that Spurs game and things like that, so I will add some to it. Obviously, it's quite long, add them all together, so I might just do little clips here and there just to add some more videos to it. But yeah, thank you, Ores, for this preview. Good luck to United and Amorim's first game. It doesn't. I mean, it's one of those you take it because it's at Portman Road, but it will be noisy, and I hope we have our singing voices loud and proud like we normally do. So
And I hope we take over when we win. But no worries. Always good to speak to you. But yeah, make sure you guys follow Joe on Instagram. You can catch him on other channels, Cal's channel as well. So yeah, should be a good one tomorrow. Let's see what United turn up. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. But then again, all these players are going to be up for it. Let's see tomorrow. Let's see who's going to win. McKenna versus Amorim. We'll find out. But for now, enjoy, and we'll see how I am in.
Yeah. I'm from the middle finger, I'm from the east side. Yeah, see it.